Some vocalists claimed their voice was getting better, while critics described primal squeals. Some were caught lip-syncing when fireworks exposed backing tracks. Some admitted they can't hit high notes anymore, but still tour the same material in the same keys. Here are 10 vocalists who lost their voice but won't admit it. Number 10. Vince Neil. Rock in Rio 2015 went viral as a joke. The performance was so catastrophic, it became internet entertainment rather than music. Vince Neil's high-pitched screams and distinctive nasal tone had cut through Mötley Crüe classics like Kickstart My Heart, Dr. Feelgood, and Home Sweet Home from 1981 through 1989.
You work in the school bookstore, check out Hannah, I got bored.
The deterioration became undeniable by the mid-2000s. Post-pandemic solo shows in 2021 proved even worse. At Boone, Iowa River Valley Festival, his voice gave out 14 songs in, and he told the crowd, "My fucking voice is gone," before walking off mid-song. August 2024. Minnesota State Fair drew only 8,000 out of 169 fans, down from 42,212 in 2022. Pioneer Press stated maybe word has gotten out that Vince Neil can't sing. They opened with Primal Scream, which was really more of a primal squeal. He skipped lyrics and pointed his microphone to the crowd to make them do his work. Former guitarist Mick Mars alleged in April 2023 lawsuit that a significant portion of Neil's vocals were pre-recorded during the 2022 stadium tour. In 2011, Neil declared, "My voice is getting better now than it's ever been in my 30-year career." This statement, made as his decline was already severe, exemplifies the disconnect between reality and public positioning. No other vocalist combines such severe documented decline with such persistent denial. Number 9. Steven Tyler. A fractured larynx from singing, an injury doctors had never seen in 35 years, ended what should have ended years earlier for Aerosmith's Steven Tyler. The Demon of Screamin' possessed a 4+ octave range when Dream On launched in 1973. His trademark screams and raspy power on Walk This Way, Sweet Emotion, and Dude Looks Like a Lady across 5 decades, making him one of rock's most distinctive voices. A 2006 surgery for a popped blood vessel preceded gradual deterioration. On September 10, 2023, during a Philadelphia show, the unprecedented injury occurred. Rather than denial, Aerosmith announced in August 2024 a permanent retirement from touring. The statement was remarkably honest. He has spent months tirelessly working. Sadly, it is clear that a full recovery is not possible. We have made a heartbreaking decision to retire from the touring stage. Tyler did what others on this list refused to do: acknowledge reality and stop rather than deliver substandard performances. This is the standard against which others should be judged. Admitting limitations requires more courage than denial. Number 8. Axl Rose. One of rock's widest vocal ranges, approximately F1 to BB6, nearly 6 octaves, defined the sound of Guns N' Roses when Appetite for Destruction exploded in 1987. Axl Rose's signature rasp and high-pitched screams on Welcome to the Jungle, Paradise City, and Sweet Child O' Mine remain legendary. Sebastian Bach called his ability to combine beautiful melodies with aggressive tones and outrageous range unmatched. By late 1988, his voice was damaged to the point he could no longer fully replicate his Appetite sound. Surgeries for vocal nodules occurred circa 2000 and 2004. At July 2022, Tottenham, Rose admitted struggling and switched to lower register mid-concert. Guitarist Richard Fortus posted Axl was really struggling. He damaged his vocal cords. Glasgow, July 5, 2022 was cancelled due to illness and medical advice. Rose typically blames in-ear monitors, technical problems, illness rather than acknowledging permanent decline. He continues performing songs requiring sustained high notes he can no longer deliver consistently. The decline from 6 octaves to struggles with basic material is documented and severe. Number 7. Dokken. Vibrato-laden melodic vocals influenced by Rob Halford and Klaus Meine drove platinum success in the 80s, and Dokken delivered exactly that sound on Tooth and Nail, Under Lock and Key, and Back for the Attack from 1984 through 1987. September 2010 brought vocal surgery for nodes and tears. Radiation for stomach cancer further damaged his voice, and spinal surgery resulted in partial arm paralysis, potentially damaging vocal cord nerves. Recent performances draw comparisons to Vince Neil, the worst possible comparison a vocalist can receive.
Tonight you'll be gone. I feel the touch.
2021. Virginia reviews included another Vince Neil in the making, and Just Speaking the Words Now. 2025 footage sparked criticism about whether performances justified ticket prices. George Lynch stated, "Don's voice isn't really what it used to be." Dokken is remarkably honest, stating, "I've done 3,000 concerts. It's like a motor car. It's getting worn out. I'm 70, man." Yet he released Heaven Comes Down in 2023 and continues touring. The honesty is refreshing. The continued touring, despite severe limitations, is not. Number 6. Paul Stanley. Decades of arena rock anthems built Kiss into legends, and from 1974 through 1985, those anthems were powered by Paul Stanley's tenor and soaring falsetto on Shout It Out Loud, I Was Made for Lovin' You, and Lick It Up. His high-energy stage presence masked impressive vocal technique that could reach falsetto heights with power. Stanley had surgery for recurring vocal cord issues in 2011, and Gene Simmons publicly mocked him in 2019, stating, "I don't lose my voice." Paul Stanley. A 2022 Belgium show became notorious when a fireworks malfunction exposed backing track use. Stanley's vocals were heard while his microphone was clearly away from his mouth.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier.
Kiss manager Doc McGee confirmed he sings to tracks, calling it enhanced. Stanley never directly addressed the lip-syncing evidence, instead stating, "If you want to hear me sound like I did on Kiss Alive, then put on Kiss Alive." The backing track use is confirmed by management. Kiss concluded their end-of-the-road tour in December 2023, so Stanley is no longer actively touring. Before we continue with number 5, I want to hear from you. How many of these vocal declines did you know about? And which one surprised you the most? Have you seen any of these vocalists live recently? Drop a comment below and tell me where you're watching from. We have people tuning in from all over the world. Number 5, Stephen Pearcy.
I should threaten, but you're loving is dangerous and worth to read.
Multi-platinum success in the mid-80s glam metal explosion required a distinctive sneer, and Stephen Pearcy delivered that for Rat with Out of the Cellar and Invasion of Your Privacy in 1984 and 1985. His salacious vocals on Round and Round, Lay It Down, and Wanted Man became hair metal signatures. Reports of inconsistency plagued Pearcy for years, and in 2019, 2 shows saw him incapacitated to the point where he had difficulty remembering the words. He beat liver cancer, but health issues continued affecting performances. 2025 Ticketmaster reviews stated, "I knew Pearcy's voice was shot beforehand, and he struggled with hitting the notes. Depends on the audience to assist in singing along." However, other reviews remain positive, claiming voice has held up. The inconsistency itself is the story. You never know which version will show up. Pearcy continues headlining the Out of the Cellar 40th Anniversary Tour through 2026, without acknowledging vocal limitations, hasn't lowered keys or adjusted set lists despite documented struggles. Number 4. Geoff Tate. Ranked number 14 on Hit Parader's 100 Greatest Metal Vocalists. The operatic range that powered Queensrÿche's Operation Mindcrime in 1988 and Empire in 1990 to classic status belonged to Geoff Tate. His ability to shift from soft croons to loud operatic crescendos on Silent Lucidity, Jet City Woman, and Eyes of a Stranger was considered among metal's finest. Fans noted deterioration after Promised Land in 1994, accelerating through the 2000s. Guitarist Chris DeGarmo allegedly left Queensrÿche in 1998, partly due to conflicts over Tate's failing voice. Successor Todd La Torre stated in 2014 that a lot of times with Tate songs were tuned down or not played in their entirety. Tate himself admitted in 2022, "I can't hit those high notes like that anymore in standard tuning, Jesus Christ. Doing it night after night, you'll kill yourself." However, his 2025 Final Chapter tour still promises Operation Mindcrime in its entirety, material beyond his current abilities even tuned down. The admission exists, but the touring schedule suggests he hasn't fully accepted reality. Number 3. Mark Slaughter. Hair metal's golden era demanded vocalists who could sustain piercing high notes while remaining melodic, and Mark Slaughter delivered exactly that on the 1990 debut, Stick It To Ya. His performance on Up All Night and Fly to the Angels made Slaughter stand out among the crowded late 80s scene. By the 2010s, fan forums noted he cannot sing anymore at his original level. Z-Rocker magazine reviewed a 2015 show, stating his vocal performance was rough in a few places, clearly cannot hit many of those legendary high notes from the old Slaughter albums. Concert reviews describe him compensating with showmanship, jumping off stage mid-song to mingle with audience members to distract from vocal limitations. He's described as sounding better than many other singers from this same era that have degraded terribly, which is faint praise. Slaughter has never publicly acknowledged the decline, discussing vocal cord health generally, but framing himself as still delivering. He continues performing Mad About You and Spend My Life in original keys without adaptation. Number 2. Brian Johnson. The second best-selling album in history needed a voice that could replace Bon Scott, and in 1980, that voice belonged to Brian Johnson of AC/DC. His gravelly rasp on Back in Black defined hard rock vocals, his high-pitched screaming delivery reaching the mid to upper third octave with apparent ease on You Shook Me All Night Long, Hell's Bells, and For Those About to Rock. Issues emerged by the late 1980s, but the critical moment came in 2016 when severe hearing loss forced him off the Rock or Bust tour. Bassist Cliff Williams recalled he'd pull his in-ears out and just shake his head. He couldn't pitch. He was having a real hard time. Ultimate Classic Rock's Power Trip 2023 review noted croaks and cracks throughout his first show back after 7 years. The Wembley 2024 review described his voice as rather strained and croaky throughout. Star Tribune's 2025 review called him less frayed than expected, but not exactly at full shriek strength. Johnson hasn't directly addressed age-related vocal decline, focusing exclusively on his hearing recovery story. At age 77, he jokingly refers to his geriatric raspy voice, but continues performing 24-song setlists, without lowering keys or simplifying material. Number 1. Joey Tempest. The synth opening to The Final Countdown in 1986 required a voice that could soar without strain, and Joey Tempest delivered exactly that for Europe. His bright high tenor and effortless mixed voice technique made the band's anthems connect globally with natural high timbre that seemed to require no effort.
This might be our last goodbye.
By the 2000s, gradual darkening began, and Tempest himself admitted needing a voice coach during one period, stating, "I started to lose my voice." His vocals now use more vertical vowels, resulting in deeper, less agile sound.
Things they change, my friend. Whoa.
French fan reviews from the 2023 40th anniversary tour noted Joey Tempest peine dans les aigus. He struggles with high notes. The band now performs approximately half a step down from original keys.
Final countdown.
While some fans report his voice has held up really well, others consistently note the high notes no longer connect on The Final Countdown, Carry, and Rock the Night. Tempest has been largely private about vocal changes, discussing voice maintenance rather than limitations.
Can't you see it in my eye? This might be our last.
He continues attempting signature high moments that now sound strained rather than triumphant.